Hi everyone, it's Katie the Crafty Blog Stalker, and today I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous personalized gift using the Cricut Explore Air 2. Wouldn't you love to receive this? Of course with your name in it. So let me show you how to make it. We are going to be using the cardstock sampler pack from Cricut. This is the red tones, white premium vinyl, a gallery frame or a shadow box. This one measures 8 by 10. We're going to use rubber cement as our glue, and of course we're also going to be using our Cricut Explore Air 2. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Here's the paper flower that we are going to use in our frame. Now, when trying to decide how to size my flower so that they will fit in my frame, I took the measurement of this most inner circle. So mine is about an inch. And then whatever that inner circle is, the total diameter of your flower is going to be about double that. Of course, depending on how tightly you wrap it and that kind of thing, but about double. So if I've got an inch in the center, my flower is going to be about 2 inches diameter. I'm ready to cut it, so I'm going to click here on Make It, and I'm going to come up here to Matte Preview, and I'm going to change the number to 2. And if you look, it puts it on 2 different mats. So we're going to come back here to Matte Preview, and we're going to, you can see there's 2 different mats, but these will actually both fit on the same mat, which is also why I went with this size. So I'm going to click on it. I get the 3 little dot in the left-hand corner, and I'm going to move it to this other mat. Okay, so now I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to move it. Now, right now it's still kind of overlapped, but if I turn it, just right, there you can see that they are no longer overlapped. So now I'm ready to cut. I'm going to click on Continue, and I'm going to load my mat with my cardstock. And then when this light blinks, it is ready to cut. We're going to unload the mat. Now, if I was cutting all of the flowers right now, I would have another mat ready of cardstock ready to go so I could load it in. So I could be cutting and peeling at the same time. But today I'm just going to show you how to make 1 flower so you don't have to watch me make 50 flowers. Now that we've got our flower cut out, the first thing I'm going to do is shape it a little bit with a bone folder. So I'm going to go around all of the petals and just kind of give them some curve. Okay, we've got some curve to our flower, and now I'm going to take this quilling tool. This comes in the paper crafting tool set by Cricut, and this little tool, it's really hard to see, but there's a little slit in that metal post that I can slide the paper right into, and then this will help me start to twirl the paper. Now in the beginning, while I'm turning it, the paper might rip. And that's okay. It's totally fine because you're doing such a tight twist on it. Like right there, it's ripped. I don't know if you can see that. But all I'm going to do is just tuck it in and keep turning. It is totally fine that it does that. Okay, and then once it gets big enough, I think it's easier to remove the tool and to just use my fingers to keep twirling it. And we're just going to wrap that paper all the way around. Now that we're to that base, what we're going to do is put some glue on there. And we're going to put a good glob of glue right on there. Whoops, got a little more than I wanted. That's okay. And as I place my flower onto that, I'm going to let it uncurl and loosen just a little bit, and then I'm going to push it into place. And just hold that for a second while I wait for the rubber cement to grab it. Here are my paper flowers that I made beforehand. I'm gonna bring in my gallery frame or my shadow box, whatever you wanna call it. And the first thing we need to do is take off this back. And now I am just going to arrange my flowers inside however I want. Now I can do stripes if I wanted to, or I can just put them in however I want. Let's try more of like a random approach here. Okay, that looks good. Now what we're gonna do is create a back for this because the inside of the frame isn't actually 8 by 10, it's the outside. So we need to measure, and it looks like it is just smaller than 7.5 and just smaller than 9.5. I'm gonna bring in my paper cutter and my cardstock, and we were just smaller than 7.5 and 9.5. And then we're gonna bring our paper in and see if it fits, which it does. It fits inside of there just perfectly. So now we're gonna bring back our rubber cement and we're gonna put just a dot of glue on each one of those backs of the flowers and then put this on top. Now we're gonna lay that paper in there and just push all of those flowers onto that back sheet. Okay, and we're gonna let that dry. While we're waiting for the flowers to dry to that sheet, we are going to cut out our vinyl that we're going to put on the front glass of the frame. Now this is where the personalization comes in. I'm actually making 2 different frames, one for each of my mothers. So I've got one that says the Adams and one that says the Moons. And I've already got my vinyl on my mat. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on continue and I'm ready to cut. So I'm going to load my mat and then cut my designs. Okay, I'm going to remove my mat and put the Cricut Explorer away. And now I'm going to weed my design and just remove that outer, that negative part of the design that I don't want. I always like to start in a corner and then just peel away. All right, so we've got our vinyl design all cut out. I know it's white on white, it's kind of hard to see. I'm gonna take some transfer tape and peel off that backing paper. I'm gonna apply it or lay it down onto the design. Grab a scrapey tool, just run that over the top of it. And I like to do the back side as well. Now we're gonna bring in our frame and let's check. Yep, our flowers are stuck there to that paper backing. Look at how cool. We're gonna take the back of the frame and put it back into place. Push those little metal things down. And now we're ready to add our vinyl. Look at how cool that is. Now with this frame, it already has the little brackets on the back. So I wanna make sure that I leave that bracket at the top. So I'm gonna turn it this way so I know that it's the top. I'm gonna grab some glass cleaner and just clean the top of my frame or the glass there really quick before I apply the vinyl. And then we're just gonna center this. I am just an eyeballer. but whatever your method is, that is totally fine. I think that looks good. I'm gonna roll it down. Got a little bit of a bubble there, so I'm just gonna carefully lift up. There we go. And take that scraper tool again and go over the top of it carefully, because of course I don't want to press so hard that I break the glass. That would not do us any good. And then I'm going to peel up that transfer tape. Adams. Didn't it turn out so cute? Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm so excited to give this to my mother-in-law. And of course, I made one for my mom too that says the moons. Now this one is a little bit different because I did like an ombre stripe with the flowers. So just so you can see the difference on the different ways that you can arrange the flowers. But isn't this such a great personalized gift? I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. While you are here, I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming tutorials. And you can also always find me at my home base at thecraftyblogstalker.com. Thanks everybody. Bye and happy crafting.